I'm just curious if they're going to lift the mask mandate after April 18th. Also, how about this COVID testing? Will that be lifted after April 18th? That's what we'll talk about. Stay with me. Well, as you know, the Philippine policy with respect to COVID is based on science. Based on science. Actually, they just copied the United States. We don't have the so-called scientist in the Philippines. Although they make us believe it's really based on science, including that face shield. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Anyway, mask mandate is important, but it may be lifted soon. Let's take a look at the news that I heard. Although I'm in favor of masking up, I'm also in favor of testing. It will need to be lifted at some point. We have been through this for so many years and the infection rate is low. Of course, there is news that something is starting to pick back up. But let's not overreact. Let's base it on science. So, anyway, the news that I heard is this. This is Washington, April 11th. It's about 2-3 days ago. The Biden administration faces an April 18 deadline on whether to extend or end a mandate requiring travelers to wear masks on airplanes, trains, and in transit hubs. Industry groups and Republican lawmakers want the White House to end the 14-month-old mask mandate. But it comes amid a spike of COVID-19 cases, including numerous U.S. officials who attend the recent white tie dinner in Washington. So that is one of the issues now. Are they going to extend this mandate or are they going to drop it? It's happening in a few days. Today is the 14th. So in about 4 days, it could be either extended or dropped altogether. I know the CDC is working on developing a scientific framework for how to answer that. We're going to see that framework come out in the next few days. Extending the mandate is absolutely on the table. So that's being discussed. Now, there is another important thing. Let's go to the end. Last paragraph says, the administration is also considering lifting requirements that international visitors get a negative COVID-19 test within a day of travel, as many countries have dropped testing requirements. The administration requires foreign air travelers to be vaccinated. So the vaccination most likely is the last one that's going to be removed, but testing might get eliminated too. I hope, because it's causing so much inconvenience. I mean, it's not a bad idea to get tested if it's easy, but this detailed requirement, 24 hours, 48 hours before flight. What do I do if there's a delay? What do I do if there is a layover? Too much complication, too much to worry about. So hopefully that will get eliminated. To me, I would rather eliminate the testing than eliminating the mask mandate, because me personally, if I fly, I probably will continue to wear masks on airplanes even though it's no longer required. But at least if it gets to be uncomfortable at some point, I can remove it momentarily and put it back on, because it's good protection and it's not too inconvenient, unlike this vaccine, the testing and such. So hopefully the Philippines will follow suit, just like before, that if the United States lifts it, hopefully the Philippines will lift it too. Two things we're talking about here: mask mandate and testing. To me, I prefer for testing to be eliminated because it presents so much complication. I'm willing to live with a mask and probably will still continue for a little while until this thing is completely over. And the reason I say that is, when you're flying, you're in a confined room. And there is more likelihood if somebody is infected that you will get it, even though maybe the infection is not going to be as bad as before. Who knows? Who knows? So we're all guessing. We're all guessing. So guys, this is a little bit of good news. Well, potentially good news, but at least it's being discussed now, and we will find out soon. If nothing is done, if Biden does not write another extension, it means it ends. It ends in a few days. Keep our fingers crossed. Thank you so much. Please do share this with others. I'll appreciate it if you click like. And do subscribe to my channel unless you have already done so. Make it a great day, and God bless.